Jeans was a rebel, no angel wing.
DeGeneres show. Her latest book, Seriously, I'm Kidding, will be in stores October 4th. I noticed all her books have 3 dots. Ooh. Find out what that means. Please welcome Ellen DeGeneres. I just learned something seconds ago. Your wife, Portia, took the citizenship test.
Yeah, well, she passed the test, the written test, and she's becoming a U.S. citizen. She's being sworn in Thursday.
Oh, that's very nice. How did she do? Did she fail any?
The woman in the dark hair tutored her, so I'm scared. No, she did very well. Some of those were not on the test, by the way. You were slipping some in that weren't on the test.
No, those were we read directly from the book.
Well, there was one that she didn't have, but she did very well. But some of those, I mean, we're laughing at them, but we didn't know those answers either. You know that. You just forget when you don't pay attention for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. And speaking in a while, you haven't been in a while. It's been a couple
I'm sorry.
2 years or something.
It's been a long, long time. It's been, that's what someone said today, 2.5 years?
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. I had the thing with the guy and it went long. And I don't know. And this is my old studio as well.
That's right.
So I'm sorry that I haven't been back to visit it and see you. We moved because the feng shui was so bad here.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
But it's good for you.
We got it straightened out, yeah. With the orange chicken on the side.
You know, I don't have any stories left to tell because I'm telling them on my show all the time, so I feel like I'm a bad guest. I think I'm just good at asking questions, and so I'm not good at answering questions. I think I'm so in that...
You want to ask me a question?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Great. And why is that, Jay?
Because obviously you didn't prepare and have no stories.
Oh. Come again?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't have any stories. People come up to me all the time, and I just start asking questions because I'm curious about their life, and I don't really talk about myself much. So there's nothing going on.
See, when you get a show like this, nothing happens in your life.
Right.
Because when you're on the, well, I'm on the road on weekends, and things do happen, but not as many things as used to have. So nothing has happened to you in 2.5 years. That's amazing.
It's horrible. There's nothing happening. No, things have happened. I'll tell you one thing that happened recently, and this is, I don't know if you've heard, maybe not because I haven't said it yet, but this is, our house was struck by lightning.
Wow.
Saturday. I don't know if anybody was in town when we had all the crazy...
we had that big storm.
Yes, there was weather for the first time in Los Angeles, and there was rumbling and thunder, and then the next thing, there was this insane crack. I've never heard such a loud... It was the loudest thing... And I've been on So You Think You Can Dance next to Mary Murphy. I know loud.
Wow.
That's she's loud, but it was the craziest loud thing, and the cats were under the bed for like a half an hour. I was under for 45 minutes. It was. But seriously, our house has your house ever been hit by lightning?
Well, I heard the thunder. I know. Was your house actually hit, or you just heard the noise? I mean, what happened?
Why would you think I'd come here and lie to you?
I think you're out of stories, and I think you made this up.
I would have a better story.
Is there a hole? Is there a hole in your house?
No, but things got fried.
What got fried?
Things.
What, you had eggs there and you came in and they were fried?
No.
What happened?
No, like electronic things got fried. The gates got fried.
So the gate wouldn't open after the...
No, the interior... Do you want paperwork? What do you want from me?
I'm thinking you didn't pay your electric bill and you're blaming it on the lightning.
No, I'm telling you, at first I thought, I'm imagining that it got hit by lightning because the sound was just so intense and it was echoing in a canyon or something. Right. But then we had all these serious problems that we're trying to... What kind of TV do you have?
Yes. I have one of these TVs. In fact, I was making a call.
It goes off at midnight. I'd better turn it on now to heat it up.
Did your TV work? Or did your TV fry? Because that would be the first.
No, the TV did work.
Oh.
But I am not...
So the lightning just decided, no, that's an expensive piece of equipment. I'll hit the gate. Is that what you're saying?
We have expensive gates.
Yeah. Is it iron gates or wooden gates?
iron.
Oh, they are iron. Look,
Yes.
they are wooden.
No, they're iron.
They're iron gates.
Iron.
And it's fried, so you're trapped
They
in
fried,
your
not the gate, the mechanism, and then they opened and they wouldn't close, and all of the. This is not. If I wanted a good story to lie about, this is not a good one.
Yeah.
I'd like to move on from this one, but I'm not lying to you.
Well, let's go back to your pets. How are they? Are they all right?
Yes, we had to coax them out from under the bed, but they're, so yeah, we have still the same. We have the 2 dogs,
Okay.
Wolf and Mabel, and we have 3 cats, and then, of course, the farm. We have the farm.
Now, the cats, are these animals trained, or they just run willy-nilly through the house? Like, I have rules. I have 1 cat, but we have rules.
What do you mean trained?
Well, for example, no cat toys after 10 o'clock.
Why?
Because that's my rule. I have an alarm clock, and it actually works. The cat has all these stupid little cat toys, and at 10 o'clock, bling, I pick them up, I put them in the box, and the cat is stunned by this.
Why would you do that to the cat?
Because there are rules you have to live by, and that's why. No cat toy. I think 10 o'clock is late enough.
Is it disturbing you in some way?
No, there are just rules. You can't. And the cat goes to bed, and the cat wakes up when I wake up instead of running through the house all
To enforce your power on an innocent feline, it's horrible. It's a horrible thing you're doing. This poor cat has probably nothing better to do.
No, he has all day to play with the cats. At 10 to play with the toys.
Right.
At 10 o'clock, all cat toys get
I think that's very rude.
No, it works.
We have I been here since we have a farm?
No.
We have a farm.
Okay.
And it sounds like a good idea to buy a farm because it's a farm, and it sounds like a great idea, but there's like so much to do, like
Right.
to get up and bale the hay and the crops and stuff. All right, well, we have a tennis court that gets scuffed. But
Okay,
it's,
yeah.
so we have a farm, and we have horses there, and
Right.
we have 2 little mini horses that we got from our neighbors that asked if we could help them out because it was their work, and now I know why they wanted us to. So we have a picture I brought of my brother, Tricky and Hannah are the names.
Okay, now what's happening here? It looks like,
That's,
is he breastfeeding the horse? What's
yes.
going on?
He's look at his face. He doesn't even notice that the horse is right there. He doesn't even, that's my brother Vance, and
Well, men are like that.
clearly didn't care, and a second later, this is the picture right after that.
Yeah.
I mean, just go back to the first one if you can. Right on the nipple, just right on the nipple. I guess he looks like its mother or something. That he. But anyway, yeah, that's Tricky and Hannah are the 2 horses that we have, and then we have some other horses that are larger that are ridden, and those are our animals. That's all.
All right, when we come back, I want to find out what you do with miniature horses. More with Ellen right after this.
I hit the floor 'cause that's my plan.
Welcome back. Talking with farmer Ellen DeGeneres. Now, miniature who rides them? Mice? Who do you?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes. Mice get on there with little helmets and they ride them. Jake.
What do you do with miniature horses on a farm? They don't.
I don't know.
Grow grapes?
They are just, they're kind of, I guess when you get them young, they're like little pets. You can have them in the house and you can carry them around and stuff, and then they get big, but they're strong. They're like, they have more of a dog personality.
Yeah.
If you mixed a dog with a horse, they're like dog horses.
Dog horses.
Yeah. I don't know much about them. We just, like I said.
And how do they act when the regular horses come around? The other horses go, I mean, is it that attitude?
Yes, exactly like that. We have very snobbish horses.
Well, I'm going to say.
No, the little horses kind of stay in their area, and the larger horses stay in theirs.
I mean, is everything little? A little stall, little trough. I mean, is it like a miniature train set?
We put them in a regular stall, and we lowered the bars so they could see out because they were trying to look out like that all the time because they're larger stalls. And they have a little turnout, and they go out every day, and they stay together all the time.
And when you clean up, is a little shovel? I mean, the whole thing, is everything smaller?
I wish it was smaller. It's a little bit smaller, but it's not small enough to be like that. It's not. I mean,
maybe just a little dessert fork.
No.
That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking of toys right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're thinking of real horses.
Now, tell me about the very funny book I enjoyed. I enjoy your stuff.
Thank you.
If I was, I would say it's a breezy read, but it is. It's fun to read.
It's an easy read. It's not anything that I think all those people that that you talk to would love that book. It's an easy thing.
Where do you find
I'm
the
not
time
challenging
to write
anybody. It's not a.
Yeah.
When do I find time to write this? I wrote it all last year throughout while I was doing the show because I wanted it to come out now to sort of kind of come out when I was starting the show again this year. And I just wrote a little bit at a time, and before I knew it, I had a very funny book. It's my favorite book that I've written so far, and which is a good thing because it'd be bad if my first two were better than this. But I actually think this is the best book.
I love the back. Look at the back. Look at all the people who just raved about the book. You see, they're all.
I went a different way. I went a different way.
I love this book, Ellen DeGeneres. It's all Ellen DeGeneres.
I praise the people buying it.
Yeah,
I actually, instead of people praising me, I feel like that's self-centered, and I praise the people who are buying the book.
This is a beautiful blouse you're wearing.
Yeah,
it
see?
goes nicely with it. See, everything is here. Everything is.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you about something. You're working on a show with NBC with Portia. Now, Portia is going to star in this NBC show.
Yes.
Are you writing it?
No, I'm not. I'm producing it. I have a production company, and we're working on a few shows right now. And the first show that we sold is a show starring Portia, and it's a very, very funny show that will probably be on next fall on NBC. But it was really interesting because I didn't think of this at the time.
Yeah.
I wanted to develop a show for her, and it's a great idea for her. But then I had to negotiate against her because, you know, her agents would call and ask for a certain amount of money, and I was like, I'm not giving her that much money. And then, and then at home at night, you should get more money, you know. And then at the office, her agents are calling, we want points on the back end. And she's not getting points on the back end at home. You should get points on the back end.
Yeah, it's hard.
So it was very hard. I was negotiating against her, and but it worked out. So
now, speaking of NBC, you know Bob Harper, the guy from The Biggest Loser. He was your trainer.
Yes, he's been my trainer off and on for years, way before.
Now, how did that
Loser.
hook up? Did you used to weigh 300 pounds? How did you meet him?
Well, like I said, it was before The Biggest Loser. He was a trainer, and I met him, and I loved him.
So where does one meet a trainer? I mean, did you go audition different trainers? Or did you go to a trainer bar where trainers hang out? I mean, where does one go?
That's a good question. Yeah. I forget, and maybe he'll remember where we met exactly, but I liked him, and I liked his personality, and he's very, very, as you know, as you see him on the show, he's very strict and very hard, and I like working out hard, so he was great for me.
So were you a good client? Were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he will tell you, I work very hard. I'm I'm working out right now every day with someone, and I'm like a crazy. He calls me a wrecking machine.
A wrecking machine?
Yes, he says you're a wrecking machine.
And how many push-ups do you do?
In a good way, a wrecking machine. I do a lot of push-ups because he really believes there are no such thing as girls' push-ups. There's just push-ups.
Right. Okay.
So he makes me do all kinds of, well, a lot of things, but he does make me do push-ups, and now I have elevated to push-ups on my fists, which anyone who does push-ups at all, they're hard, right?
Yeah.
So I'm now up to
And what's
fists.
the advantage to fists? Knuckle push-ups? Can you do one now?
Well, of course I could. I don't know the advantage. I know it's harder, and I know it's probably stronger for your wrists, and it's a better thing because when you're like that, that's probably not as good. So it's harder and more impressive.
Really? And more can you give me an impressive knuckle push-up?
Oh, come on. Now, if I did...
We have the music.
I have a show to do after this. If I hurt myself, all right, I'll do a few, see what I can do. But I'm not warmed up or anything.
Okay.
And I suggest you make a donation to the Gentle Barn, which is one of my favorite charities, if I do this for you, okay?
All right, here we go.
Just a suggestion. All right.
Commercial. Could you do it again? We missed the shot. We missed the shot. Be right back with Bob. Ellen has to go. She's got to go to her.